Okay, so we're going to begin now just working a little bit with what a yogic breath is. So I want you to put one hand on your abdomen and one hand up here on your chest. Just notice within the next few breaths what your natural breath is like. What does it feel like underneath your hands when you're breathing just like you normally breathe day to day right now? We all have our own unique pattern of this, and it's okay. What I want you to keep an eye on is the part of your mind that may already be trying to judge yourself for saying, oh, is that right? Try to let that go and just simply invite your breath to be your normal breath. Notice which of your hands do you feel your breath mostly under. For some of you, it's going to be up here. For some of you, maybe bring your breath down here and just relax your hands for a moment. Our natural breath is our natural breath. And like I said, when we're not thinking about our breath, it happens all by itself, which is a really good thing. So what we want to do now is we're going to start to work with deliberately breathing in a certain manner to bring about, hopefully, that ability to be calm, even though we're going to just add in movement in just a moment. And what I want you to focus on is try to fill down here first, as if you have this giant balloon down here in your abdomen. You're going to breathe in nice and fully, like you're filling that balloon, and then emptying it out, right? Just try to work with that. If you're having difficulty getting it all the way down here, that's okay. Sometimes it can take some practice, particularly if you're more used to breathing up in this area. Just try it out a couple times. And relax. It might feel like you're filling your lungs a lot deeper than you normally do, and that's okay. What we want to do is we want to keep it in a range of feeling comfortable, not too big, but also not real small. The next place I'm going to have you put your hands is here on your rib cage. So continue to fill down here into that balloon in your belly. But now try to feel as if your rib cage is also going to expand out like this, maybe after that balloon fills. So try deep breathing deeply again. Keep this up for a couple more breaths and see if you can fill here, then feel expansion in the rib cage. Continuing that, taking one hand off of your ribs, and now putting one hand up here by your collarbones, and see if you can fill on your inhale down below the ribs, and then maybe even feel a light movement up here as well. Just try that for one more breath. And relax your arms. Now just close your eyes for a moment and notice how you're feeling. There are some times where just taking a few nice full breaths actually helps us to start to feel a little bit more present and a little bit more calm. That phrase, take a deep breath, is around for a reason. It's a good reminder. So as we now start to add some movement, if it's comfortable, I want you to continue to try to breathe in this manner, always in and out through the nose unless you're told otherwise. And this nice fulfilling and exhale. Now it should not feel so overdone. You might start to feel dizzy. We don't want that. But probably a little bit larger than your natural breath. Now we're going to add some movement. So the first thing I'm going to suggest is just nice and easy is we start to take the arms up with your inhale and then bring them back and down with your exhale. Now if going out to the side is not comfortable, you can always do this just out in front. And if for any reason that's not comfortable, start in this position with your hands like this and just simply lift your arms with your inhale and bring them back and down with your exhale. Try that for 3 more of your breaths. See if you can tap into this feeling that the lungs filling is actually almost lifting your arms up, and your exhale is naturally bringing them back and down. 2 more breaths of yours. And 1 more, in and out through the nose. And again, notice how this feels. We're going to add in now a twist to this. So I'm going to have you just bring your arms into this position. Inhale and feel your spine nice and tall, and on the exhale, turn to the right. Inhale yourself back to center. Fill the lungs. Exhale as you're emptying out, turning towards the left. Do this one more time to each side. Inhale, always back to center. And let your hands relax. See how this feels. Check in with your body. Check in with your breath. Check in with your mind. We want all three to stay comfortable, relaxed. They may be doing some work, but nobody of those three is in any kind of pain or distress. If that's the case, please stop or back off on what you're doing. Now we're going to add in another movement. And this time I'm going to have you lift up one of your arms with your inhale and bring it over to wherever you're comfortable. You notice I'm using my hand here on the chair. And then switch. Exhale the arm down, then we'll inhale up the other side and come over. Inhale back and up. Exhale the arm down. Inhale up the other side. Exhale over to this side. Inhale back up. And exhale back down. Good. Now what we're starting to get into moving with the body a little bit more is you notice one side might have been opening up and feeling stretchy, whereas this side wasn't. We're going to do this one more time, and I'm going to give your mind something to focus on, and we're going to see if it changes how your body feels. This time, as you lift up the arm and you exhale and start to come over, I want you to focus on the side that you're coming over into and really focus on contracting the muscles on those sides. Okay, so here we go. Inhale up through this arm. Exhale, start to come over. Focus on this side body contracting, 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 contracting. Pause here and see how this feels. Then on your next inhale, come up. And exhale, bring that arm down. We're going to do the same thing to the other side. Inhaling up. Now focus on this side, contracting, 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 contracting. Stop and pause. Breathe into this for a breath. Inhale back and up. And exhale, come down. Now just feel what the difference was in those two times. One time when I didn't tell you to focus on contracting, and you might have just been really observing and aware of the sensations of stretching. But on the side when I told you to contract and your mind was aware and focused on that, you may actually have opened up deeper on this side. But because you were focused, your mind was aware of and concentrating on the side that was contracting, it didn't feel unusual or uncomfortable. So this is how we also want to use and direct the mind's attention as part of our practice. And this is a big part of what we continue to do in our yoga practice. We always ask the mind to be focused on something. All right, now what we're going to come into is we're going to do a little bit more movement now with the lower part of the body. So if you're in a chair, what I'm going to ask you to do is you're going to just lift up one of your legs. You're going to extend it out, draw it back in, and bring it down. Now, if that's a little tough for your back body, and I am going to suggest, notice I'm sitting on the front of this chair, so don't be leaning up against the back, is you may want to use your two hands underneath. This is a little difficult where you've had some back issues, all right? So then just bring your hands under here and support part of your leg's weight with your arms. Think about engaging the abdominal muscles and continuing like your heart is lifting lightly up and forward. Nice tall spine. So starting off with your feet underneath your knees. If you're standing, you're going to do a little different. Lifting that leg up. Use your hands for support as needed. Exhale, reach out. Inhale, bring it back in. And exhale, bring that leg down. Switch to the other side. You don't need to use your arms. You may want to just simply hold on to your chair seat. Inhale the leg up. Exhale that foot out. Inhale back in. And exhale down. It's a nice thing to do, especially if you've been working at your desk for a while. We're also going to pair breath with taking this leg now out to the side. So again, using your hand as needed to bring and move, help move the leg. Inhale the leg up. On the exhale, reach it out to the side. Inhale back in and exhale down. Same thing, other leg. Inhale up. Exhale out to the other side. Inhale back in and exhale down. All right, now we're going to move into what is called goddess pose. So in this one, you're going to open up both of the legs as wide as you can. How comfortable can you get it? So for me, I'm not out 90 degrees to the side. Here's 90 degrees, and my legs are about this far in front of it. So I don't have the ability to open up my legs that far. But this is as far as they go. I'm feeling a stretch in here. Go ahead and take your hands on your knees. What I want you to do is try to find that nice tall spine. And then think of a line being drawn from your outer knees into your gluteals and squeeze your gluteals. Lift up nice and tall. Take that nice full breath. Exhale. Good. Now we're going to add our arms to this. We're going to make our arms kind of in this position. Now this time we're going to inhale nice and deep through the nose. And on the exhale, you're going to bring your tongue out. Your eyes are going to go up, and you're going to kind of roar like a lion. So it's like this. Inhale. This is called lion's breath. We're going to do this 2 more times again. Ready? Inhale. One more time. And bring your arms down. Gently walk your legs in one at a time. And we're going to just now release your body down onto your legs. So depending on how comfortable your back is, some of you may be able to come and relax all the way down and let your head hang. That may not be comfortable for some of you, in which case just take your elbows onto your legs and keep your back, I'm going to show you from the side, in a nice straight back position, but at the same time, gently bow your head. No matter what position you're in, go ahead and close your eyes right now. Pay attention to how your body and your breath are feeling. How is your mind doing? What effect has this had on you so far? As you're ready, then softly open your eyes. And if you're leaning down all the way or here, just start to put your hands on your thighs and take a nice inhale, filling your lungs to lift yourself back and good. Then shrug your shoulders a couple times. Good. Now we're just going to move into working a little bit with our breath. We've got our body moving a little bit. We've got a little bit of energy going in the body. And now, again, I want you to be sitting up towards the front of the chair seat with your hands here on your knees. Feet are right underneath your knees, so your heels should be underneath your knees, and so it should help you feel comfortable to sit here. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, close your eyes. If you're not comfortable closing your eyes, look at a point down below your screen and just stay fixed on that and then soften your gaze. Almost as if you're almost going to go to sleep, but you're not going to sleep. Once again, feel that nice full breath, inhaling and exhaling. And I want you to see if whatever the length your breath is, you can get your breath to be an even count. Say, for example, you're going to breathe into a slow count of 3, and then you're going to breathe out to a slow count of 3. Nice and easy. Your breath should be really smooth. And indeed, try to smooth out your breath. Try to see if you can get any of the roughness or slight inconsistency to go away and just simply have this really smooth inhale followed immediately by a really smooth exhale. Having established this rhythm, we're now going to work with lengthening the exhale even more. So inhaling to that count of 3, and then start to lengthen the exhale. Maybe first to a count of 4. Continue inhaling a count of 3. Maybe this time you can get to a count of 5. Eventually, we want to see if you can get to a count of 6 with your exhale. And continue this for a few breaths. Focusing on a smooth breath, lengthening the exhale, becoming twice as long as your inhale. Take 3 more breaths in this way. And after your 3rd breath, relax and just simply invite your breath to go back to its natural pattern. But keeping your eyes soft or closed, I want you to notice, how does your body, your mind, and your breath feel right now? Softly open your eyes, but just really softly. You may be noticing that even your natural breath might feel a little deeper, a little bit more calm right now. That your mind actually might feel like it's a little bit more relaxed, and your body is awake and aware, but also calm. This is the magic of working with just a simple technique even of lengthening your exhale. Now we're going to add in one more technique, and this is more of a meditation technique. And I want you to imagine that you're going to have this channel in your body that starts up here at the very top in the crown of your head, where you used to have a soft spot when you were a baby. And it comes down, and this channel goes and starts to extend down in front of your spine. This channel in yoga, we say, actually goes all the way down to your pelvic floor, connects with you, the earth. But we're going to focus on coming behind the sternum, the breastbone, and we're going to say this is our heart center. Right? We know the heart's not actually there. It's a little off to the side. But we're going to imagine for a moment that that center's right here in the center. And so what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you imagine that your breath is starting here up above your head. And it's coming down through this center channel right into the heart. And then your exhale is going to come from the heart back up and out. I want you to imagine that right about where you see my hand up at the top of your screen, that you have a star that's up there, right? So go ahead and now close your eyes. Begin to invite your breath just in its natural pattern to feel as though in your imagination it's coming down from that star above your head, and your inhale brings it down all the way into that heart center. And then your exhale carries it from that heart center back and up to the star. Stay focused on following your breath as it comes down and into that heart center and back and up to the star. Imagine now a piece of that star, just a little tiny point of white light, is coming with your breath, coming down through that channel in your body into the heart center. And then on your exhale, it goes back and up through this channel and up to that star. Every breath, this little point of light coming down. Every exhale, returning back to the star. Now that you've established this breath and watching the star coming down, only if it's comfortable. I want you to try at the end of your inhale to just pause very lightly with that light in the heart. And the exhale, then when it's time, releasing back and up to the start. Now this should be very comfortable. It should not cause any disturbance really in your mind or your breath. It's just simply a natural pause, maybe a second or two. And then your exhale again brings the star back and up with your breath. Inhaling back and down. Maybe a pause, maybe not. And then exhaling back and up. Please continue this. Following the breath. Watching with your mind that light. Paying attention to how you feel. Having established this rhythm, you may now start to notice that your inhale is the quality of receiving, bringing something in. The exhale is the quality of releasing and letting go. Inhaling, bringing in vitality. Exhaling, releasing all that you no longer need. Continuing to watch this point of light, but also feeling the reception of your breath in the heart. The exhale, the release of all that you no longer need. Take 3 more breaths in this way. And after you've finished that third exhale, just relax to your natural breath, release the visualization. And once again, notice, how do you feel? How is my breath? How is my body? How is my mind? You've done your observations. Gently open your eyes back. I hope that you noticed that you may now feel an even deeper calm. And this is the benefit of some of the yogic techniques. I teach in this manner very deliberately, in that I get people working with awareness, with their body, with their breath, and then ending with a point of attention and focus. Because it's a pretty good formula for bringing us into this relaxed state. Yet we have still vitality and energy. This is some of the best ways that I know to use our yogic toolbox for heart health. I hope this was helpful to you. If you're interested in more information, you can always check out my website, marybarleyyoga.com, or follow me at the same name, Mary Barley Yoga, on Instagram or Facebook. If you're interested in doing any private work with me, please reach out to me. Wishing you a happy and healthy heart. Namaste.